Hey, Eric here. I'm continuing to play catch up, editing several videos that I filmed earlier this year. The one you're about to watch was filmed in April, shortly after I arrived in California. I hope you enjoy watching it as much as I enjoyed making it. Now, let's wander. Today I'm in Fremont, California, preparing to hike up Mission Peak, which is a prominent large hill, small mountain in the South Bay area of California. Yeah, today I'm going to hike up this mountain. Now that I'm out here on the West Coast, I'm committed to getting outdoors more often and trying to do a lot of hiking, especially mountain hiking. So it all starts here. Now this is a very busy trail at the best of times, and I've been planning to come up here for about a week now, but I didn't account for the fact that today is Earth Day. It's actually extraordinarily busy today, way more than usual. I've actually had to park about a mile away from the trailhead, so there's an extra mile uphill on top of the climb. But hey, it's just more exercise. And it just so happens that exercise is something I've been lacking since I got out here to California. I was in a pretty good exercise routine back east, but then with everything that transpired and the total lifestyle change and everything, it just totally threw me off. So here I am, getting back into it. Yeah, but if you can see up there in the distance, that's the mountain I'm heading towards. It's a beautiful morning. I intend to move pretty quickly today. Don't want to let too much grass grow. I'm out here to get some exercise. Pretty much all these vehicles that are parked all up and down this road are people who had the same idea as I did to go up Mission Peak on Earth Day. It's been a very wet winter here in California, so everything's very green and a lot of flowers blooming right now. Alright, finally made it to the entrance. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and ring the bell to get notified whenever I post something new. Ooh, rattlesnakes, mountain lions, ticks. Where am I? I'm here, and we're going one of these ways. I don't know exactly what yet. We're gonna fly by the seat of our pants here. We are officially on the trail. Storm damage. I think I'm going this way. Eucalyptus trees are not native to this area, but they were introduced here a long time ago, and they grow very well. I've been up this trail many times in my life. I can certifiably say that this time of year is the best time to come up here. Everything's nice and green. You come later in the year, everything gets kind of a golden brown. And it's still pretty in its way, but I prefer it when it's green. Going through another gate. Even at this early stage, we're able to enjoy some nice views. And this is going uphill in a hurry. Got a cow up there. This is pretty steep. I forgot to change my shoes. I brought some proper hiking shoes, but I forgot to put them on. That's where we're going, dead ahead. Here's the storm damage they were talking about. There's some nice views. Question is always, do you take the steep trail up or the steep trail down? Personally, I like taking the steep trail up. The gravity puts a lot of extra stress and strain on the bottom of your feet, your knees, etc. So you go up the steep side and you come back the gentle side. Seems to make a little bit more sense from my experience. Time to hydrate. You know, right about now I could go for a nice piece of pie. No, not that kind of pie. Well, it's not terribly crowded just yet, but maybe that's because most of the people took the other trail. That's the trail I came up on. That's the other trail over there. It's an improvised trail here, so you don't have to walk in that. This part up here looks pretty serious. I thought I was visiting Mission Peak, not the Grand Canyon. Now I see the easier route. After I went up that. Oh well, more exercise. Hey, it's a mastodon tusk. Nope, just a stick. Hey, there's a coyote out there. See it? There's another one down there by the cows. This part's steep. Quite a view already. That's where we're going. Still quite a ways to go. Another steep stretch here. To make it to the top, you don't have to go fast, you just have to keep going. Hiking is a lot like life. It's not too bad if you just take it one step at a time. A whole bunch of these little purple flowers here. Very pretty. That's where we're going. Still got to go up a bit. Let's do it. California poppy. There's some beautiful flowers. The final push. Here's the other side of the mountain. Steep and hazardous. It's a different kind of yellow flower up here on the other side of the hill. I found the summit. I made it. Quite a nice view from up here. Protein drink, Red Bull, and water. Everything a body needs. It's a clear day and you can see well. Down that way, which is south of me, that is the city of San Jose. Silicon Valley, if you will. And over here you can see the southern part of San Francisco Bay. On this side is Fremont, and over that side is Sunnyvale and Palo Alto and places like that. And going up this way, way off in the distance on the right side, near where all the people are, but off in the distance, is downtown San Francisco. So if we continue to the right from San Francisco, on the right over there near the hills is Oakland, downtown Oakland. And then scrolling this way, we get over to Pleasanton, Livermore area, and that big mountain in the distance is Mount Diablo, and that's probably going to be my next mountain climbing adventure. Okay, it was a pleasant break, but time to proceed down the hill. Now, I'm not going to wait in this line just to go up there and touch this silly pole. Been there and done that in the past, so I'm just going to go. This is the part where having bad shoes really sucks. Going downhill. A little bit slippery. The shoes are should have changed in the truck. I made it down the steepest part without killing myself, so that's a good sign. I've been sneezing up a storm at home. I was a little worried that I'd come out here and have a major allergy attack because it's springtime and everything's blooming out here. But as it turns out, I'm just fine out here. Whatever I'm allergic to is at home, not out here. This is definitely far more crowded on this side than it was on the other side. Just like that, I've come all that way already. You know, this is a mainstream hike when they've installed a bathroom halfway up. That's where I came from, up there. This hike was easy. I feel like I could have easily gone twice as far, twice as high. But we're going to work our way up to bigger and better things. This one wasn't nearly as challenging as Mount Monadnock that I climbed in my previous video, Ascent to the Clouds. I'll link it above. That one required some like hands and knees scrambling. This one was easy peasy. It's probably like, I don't know, maybe close to the same height, but close to the same distance and stuff, but that one was a lot more technical. I'll have to compare and see what the difference was. But so far to date, Mount Monadnock was the high water mark of my mountaineering, which isn't saying much, but we are going to work our way up to bigger and better things soon. Mark my words. Why do I want to climb big mountains and challenge myself in this way? Because I feel like I haven't even come close to reaching my maximum potential yet. I feel like I'm capable of so much more than I've shown so far. I like climbing mountains. I don't know if I'll ever want to like get technical about it and, you know, learn how to do all the ropes and technical equipment and all that kind of stuff, but there's a whole world of non-technical mountaineering that I've been learning about, and there's some very large mountains in the world that you can climb with nothing more than basic equipment, basically just walking to the top, you know, a little bit of hands and knees scrambling here and there like what I had to do on the Monadnock. You know, maybe some crampons on your feet if you're in an area where there's some icy conditions on the mountain. But other than that, there's huge mountains. You can go to the Himalayas, and certain mountains in the Himalayas can be climbed just, you know, non-technically. So I don't know if I'll ever work my way up to that, but who knows what the future will bring and where my feet will wander. Trail I went up across the way. Yeah, unless you're a total amateur, I recommend going up the way I went up and probably coming down that way also, because this side is really boring. It's a wide, well-traveled trail. Not very exciting. A lot more crowded. That's why I'm basically just running down the hill. It's starting to get a little warm out here too. It was only about 50 degrees when I started, and now it's almost 70. So that's why I started early this morning, to get done before the hottest part of the day. And also so I could beat some of the crowd. A lot more people going up than going down right now. Here's one thing that's consistent between New Hampshire and California. Turkeys. Some wild turkeys out here. That is a ubiquitous animal that lives all across the United States. In fact, I think it was Benjamin Franklin who wanted to make the turkey the national bird of the United States, but he was overruled in favor of the bald eagle. But you can actually find turkeys all across the U.S. So we spotted coyotes and turkeys today. That's pretty cool. Back down here to where the trail branched off. I went up the right path, came down the left path. I've said it before and I'll say it again. You just don't meet very many sour people on the trail. Something about being in nature and getting the physical activity just brings out the best in people. Another successful adventure. As usual, I'm glad you decided to wander with Eric today. Hope you'll wander with me again next time. In the meantime, don't forget to keep exploring.